if the detergent you buy every week is mostly not detergent at all? What if you're paying premium prices for water, fragrance, and packaging, while the real cleaning happens somewhere else? You are looking at $25 of blue water. To you, it's a standard bottle of detergent. But to the chemical industry, it's a 900% markup on a single mineral that costs 10 cents. And here's what's wild. The active ingredient in this bottle is sitting on the bottom shelf of your local supermarket right now in a simple box for $4. Most people walk past it every single week. Stay with me, because in the next 8 minutes, I am going to show you exactly how to turn that $4 box into what I call white gold. A concentrated cleaning gel that replaces every single drop of commercial detergent in your house for an entire year. Total cost, $6. Total loads, 300. And the ultimate kicker? Your washing machine will actually run cleaner because of it. Because here's the strange part. The thing that looks cheap at first can become the thing with the most value. Not because it's fancy, but because it works. That's why the detergent aisle is such a perfect illusion. The massive jugs, the glowing colors, and the promise of laboratory breakthroughs are all engineered to do one specific thing: make you believe that clean clothes require complex, expensive, industrial manufacturing. What most people call clean is often not the result of chemistry alone. It's the result of psychology, of habit, and of years of advertising teaching us what clean is supposed to look and smell like. In the 1950s, the soap industry figured out something absolutely brilliant. They realized they couldn't charge premium prices for raw, simple minerals. Anyone could buy those at a local general store. So, they changed the game completely. They added synthetic scents and intense artificial dyes. They didn't just ask, what removes dirt best? They asked, what sounds advanced? What smells fresh? And what looks worth the premium price? The deep secret nobody talks about is that 90% of every single detergent bottle on that shelf is just plain water. That's not an exaggeration. Pour out a premium brand bottle, and roughly 9/10 of what hits the drain is plain tap water with food coloring and a heavy dose of synthetic fragrance. The actual cleaning agent makes up less than 3% of the entire bottle. Think about the economic absurdity of that for a moment. You're paying $25 to ship water across the country in a heavy plastic jug. Once a basic utility product becomes a lifestyle signal instead of a tool, the price skyrockets, not because the chemistry became magical, but because the marketing story became more valuable to your subconscious mind. Look at a bottle of liquid detergent closely. You should stop judging it by how impressive the label looks. Instead, ask a better question. What is actually doing the physical work inside the drum? The actual chemistry of cleaning clothes does not require any of this marketing fluff. The truth is, our ancestors successfully cleansed textiles for millennia, relying on these identical chemical foundations. It requires exactly 3 basic functions. First, you need something that helps lift grease and dirt away from fabric. Second, you need a water softener to deal with hard water minerals that reduce washing performance. Third, you need an alkaline catalyst to improve the environment in the wash, so heavy residues break down easily. That's it. No magic, no futuristic breakthrough, just fundamental chemistry. Total cost in bulk. Under $6 for a full year supply. But because these simple principles are boring, and because corporations cannot patent a basic mineral found in nature, they have to hide the truth inside exciting packaging. They make the chemistry completely invisible so they can make the branding highly visible and highly profitable. Every one of these real performance ingredients is hiding in plain sight on the bottom shelf of the aisle. The first ingredient is washing soda, not baking soda, washing soda. This is sodium carbonate, the catalyst. When this hits water, it creates an alkaline pH spike that physically lifts proteins, oils, and stubborn grease off your fabric. This is the exact workhorse molecule the entire synthetic detergent industry was built to replace because they couldn't control the raw supply. The second ingredient is borax. Borax is a natural mineral mined out of dry lake beds, and its sole job is to soften your water. Hard water wraps heavy minerals around dirt particles and makes them stick to your clothes like glue. Borax aggressively breaks those bonds. Without this step, you're effectively washing your clothes in liquid concrete, forcing your fabrics to fade, stiffen, and trap odors over time. The third ingredient is Castile soap, like a simple bar of Kirk's or Dr. Bronner's. This is your pure surfactant, the actual soap molecule that grabs onto grease on one end and water on the other, rinsing the dirt away safely. One single bar of this replaces a whole quart of expensive, liquid chemical surfactant. Now, here is how you actually make it. Stay with me, because the technique matters far more than the ingredients themselves. If you mix these together cold, you will end up with a clumpy separation nightmare. But if you follow this specific order, you create a perfect molecular bond. Step 1. Take your bar of Castile soap and grate it on a regular cheese grater until you have about 1 full cup of fine soap flakes. Put them in a saucepan with 4 cups of hot water on low heat. Stir slowly for about 10 minutes until every single flake has completely dissolved into a clear, smooth liquid. Do not let it boil, or you'll create excess foam that ruins the final consistency. Step 2. Take a standard 5-gallon bucket and fill it halfway with the hottest tap water your sink can produce. Pour your hot, melted soap mixture directly into the bucket and give it a quick stir. Step 3. Add exactly 1 full cup of washing soda and 1 full cup of borax. Stir slowly with a long spoon for about 2 minutes. You will feel the texture and resistance change instantly as the chemical reaction kicks in. Step 4. Top off the remainder of the 5-gallon bucket with cold tap water until it's completely full. Snap the lid on tight, and here is the secret. Let it sit undisturbed overnight. While it sits, let's shatter one of the most deceptive tricks in consumer psychology: foam. People love foam because bubbles look active, powerful, and alive. But the truth is, bubbles do absolutely nothing to clean your clothes. The chemical industry purposely adds synthetic foaming agents just to satisfy your visual expectation. In fact, too much foam is a massive problem in modern high-efficiency machines. It clogs drainage sensors, creates unnecessary residue, and forces the machine to run extra rinse cycles, wasting water and electricity. This homemade recipe is naturally low sudsing. Modern appliances were originally engineered to handle this specific style of low residue formulation, long before corporate pressure forced a shift in manufacturing benchmarks. Now look at your bucket after 12 hours. Something incredible has happened. The watery, opaque fluid undergoes a radical structural shift, setting into a heavily concentrated, semi-clear compound. That phase change is the exact moment the whole idea clicks. This is no longer a cheap mixture, this is white gold. Because there are no synthetic dyes, no optical brighteners, and no harsh fragrance chemicals. This concentrated gel is the only laundry product that won't trigger eczema, allergies, baby skin reactions, or the chronic migraines that some people get from heavily scented detergents. If you've ever had a kid break out in a rash from a Free and Clear brand, this is why. Free and Clear still uses synthetic surfactants. This recipe does not. A small half-cup scoop goes a very long way, dissolving instantly to run roughly 300 loads of laundry. Once you understand this pattern, you start seeing the exact same illusion everywhere you look in modern consumer culture. Cosmetics, supplements, household cleaners, and personal care products. Again and again, basic, inexpensive function gets wrapped in heavy emotion. Not because the product on the shelf is fake, but because the emotional story increases the perceived value. And the more emotional the packaging, the easier it becomes to overlook the simplest question of all: what is actually working? The $60 billion laundry industry sells you a plastic bottle that is 90% water and 10% ingredients you can buy yourself for $6. 3 simple minerals replace every single premium detergent on that shelf. A 5-gallon bucket lasts a family of 4 for an entire year, and your clothes come out cleaner, fresher, and completely free of toxic residues. So, the next time you walk through that supermarket aisle, slow down. Look at the glowing bottles, the vibrant colors, and the names printed across the front. And then, strip all of that away in your mind. What's left? A formula, a few raw ingredients, a marketing story, and a very expensive attempt to make something simple feel advanced. You now know exactly what a $60 billion industry is counting on you not knowing. The next time you walk past that shelf, you'll see it differently. You'll see the markup, you'll see the water, and you'll see the trick. If this saved you money, hit the like button to help the algorithm share this video with other people who are getting ripped off. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.